Natalie Brannon. I'm the agriculture and horticulture teacher here at Jones High School in Paramore in Orlando. This area is a food desert, so our students don't have access to even just green spaces, let alone fresh organic produce. So we're trying to eradicate that issue and basically show everyone that just because you live in an urban area doesn't mean you aren't capable of growing things for yourself. On Fridays, we come outside to the garden and basically grow produce, maintain the garden. We do mulching, weeding, we plant seeds, we harvest, we work in the greenhouse to plant seedlings, we clean the greenhouse, we weed and do things around the school for campus beautification. And one of our first weeks out here, one of my students from last year was telling a new student that outside in the garden, this class is a really great way to make friends. So they're able to come out, get rid of all those social barriers because you're right next to each other in the dirt, doing the same thing. Nobody's, doesn't require to be smarter or better or anything. Everyone's on a level playing field. We do a lot of mental health components in this class. We do a lot of outside, mindfulness time. We've done a lot of yoga and stretching out here, and just the fact that coming out and seeing the direct result of what you were trying to do makes the kids really proud. So when they come out here, they're already in a happier state of mind.
Do you see yourself using any of these skills that you've learned after high school?
I would say yes, because I like to cook, and growing your own food is better, it's more healthier for you. I can have my food with me at all times.
What's your favorite vegetable and why?
Corn.
Corn, why?
Because I grew it myself.
Last year we grew cucumbers and they grew really, really well, and the kids were so excited to take them home, make pickles out of them. They're sitting there eating them in class. They were super excited. The kids love seeing the bees, the dragonflies, and all the birds that come for the pollinator garden, so they'll go over there and watch the bees and the flowers and everything. They also just like that their school looks nicer, so the kids have said, it makes me really happy and really proud to come to school, and I come out here, it looks really beautiful, and I know that it was because of me and my class that we were able to leave our mark on Jones High School. I think a lot of our students are underestimated in their knowledge of the real world. They are now at a point in their lives where they are very interested in what's going on in the world because they're so close to it. And I think because so many things impact them, we talk about that stuff in our class. So they don't have a lot of experiences, like I said, with green spaces. So they're not really realizing, I didn't realize I was lacking that because I never thought about it because it's just not there. So now with this class, we talk about this stuff and I ask them questions and they're able to really relate it back to all that's social justice issues and just how agriculture has a direct effect on your life. We talk about nutrition and everything, and we come out here, we taste everything that we grow.
Through this grant program, we were able to revitalize raised garden beds, help with the food forest, provide soil and mulch, help to provide really important supplies for growing the vegetables in the greenhouse and the shade house. We were able to supply the necessary tools to create an on-campus farmers market, so whenever the school is ready, they can go ahead and get started with processing and preparing their own produce to sell on campus in order to supply funds for their own gardening programs.
Right now, because of COVID, we're looking into doing a drive-by farmers market, but I would love for us to have a really big community event every growing season when we harvest, for people to come out, tour the garden, buy fresh produce from the kids, and have the kids running it. So without Fleet Farming, none of this would be here. Thanks to Fleet, we've gotten just the mulch to help mulch our area. We have all these raised beds, the soil, the seeds. When we started this program, this was all grass, and we had about 3 shovels, and that was it. We had nothing. So my partnership with Fleet Farming is literally how all of this behind me is even here. All of these plants, raised beds, everything is due to Fleet and their assistance with us, just helping us even in the classroom, providing lessons and guest speakers and assistance on garden days, and just coming out and making sure everything is where it needs to be. We just had a soil refill because we hadn't, gotten new soil in about a year. So Fleet came out, refilled the beds for us, and it was amazing. So now we've been able to replant our raised beds. So from myself and the students at Jones High School, we want to thank all of our donors for making this program possible.
Thank you to the Ford Foundation and to Orlando Health for supporting agricultural education at our local high schools. This program is the beginning of many different programs that are pointed to educate the youth in agricultural and horticultural skills. So then, after their completion through these programs in high school, they can go on to lifelong careers in this industry. The average age of the American farmer is 68 years old. So through programs like this, we can really change the cycle of food in our communities.